Right. But yeah, it's been an eventful few weeks.
It has, I know. I can't believe it. I was like, well, I'll leave these guys alone for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Got
Look
me
what
jollies
happened.
and look what happened.
But it just feels like everything's coming round so quick.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Yeah. It's 30, isn't it?
No, it's not. Look at that. National speed limit.
Oh my gosh!
This is a 60 miles an hour road.
I'm not going to do 60 though.
No, well, please don't.
No. We only do that on dual carriageways, even then my knuckles are white.
Well,
Hold on to the steering
I mean,
wheel.
look, you can go a bit faster than this. What you got? You've got 37 on
yeah,
it, 67. If we could go to maybe 45,
yeah,
something like that on this type of road. In fact, you can see the traffic slowing down in front of
Yeah.
you. So think about how you're going to deal with that.
I like 30, you know, it's a nice speed limit.
I like 30.
It's a nice speed limit.
All right then. So we will turn left at the roundabout, first exit.
Okay.
Then I'm glad to be back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Come home for a rest.
I bet you do.
Go back to work for a rest. I'm gonna miss you, Lloyd.
Oh
I
God.
will. You know,
just...
when I retire, I'm
I
gonna
bet
miss
you
you guys.
will. Do you have plans of like what? Do you have a like hobby or anything you're going to take up in Romania?
Oh, no. Well, I'll continue.
Oh well, yeah.
So I've got. I think I'll just have more time. I play the piano. I'm learning piano.
Amazing. Say left, yeah.
Yes, please. Yeah. So I shall do that, and
do you know what? I think that's an amazing talent, the piano. They've got one on Derby train station, and whenever someone can play, it's beautiful to listen to.
Yeah. Are we good to go?
Yes.
Let's go then. Yeah. So I've got a keyboard, which is like a piano keyboard. It's really nice. It feels like a real piano.
Yeah.
So got that.
That's amazing, Rob.
And I'm going to take up skiing in the winter because we live where my wife's from is like a ski resort.
You've
got to work it out. What do you think?
Staying.
Yeah, that's it then. You see, that is one of them really tricky situations. Do you stop or do you go? I think you made the right choice.
Do you think?
Yeah,
It looked like he was willing to wait, didn't it?
Yeah. Yes, it did. Yeah.
It's when they're not looking, I think, I definitely have stopped.
Yes.
When people get in their own world or on phones.
Yeah. Well, dumb walking.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was going to take up skiing in the winter.
I'd like to try snowboarding. It looks so much fun.
So that's what I'll do in the winters, and then in the summers I'll be riding my motorbike a bit more and do some nice walks, nice foresty walks.
Without sounding stupid, is it going to cost you a lot to get everything you need, everything you want over there with you, like your home from home? Might it cost you a fortune, like, I don't know. Like in Jamaica we send, well I don't, but people send barrels. They're like them big shipping barrels, and they fill them with as much as they can, and they cost a small fortune. thought it was still on, to be honest.
Just going to follow it all the way down. We'll head over towards the test centre as well. Actually, you know that Sunday, the one not immediately before your test, but the one before that.
Yeah.
That would be actually quite good to have a lesson on that Sunday morning, because it means that we could really get into it and get out there and
that's fine by me.
Get tazzing around without loads of other people on the road. It'd be very handy to get some technical stuff done.
Definitely.
I'll just have to double check the date, because I think although we'd do it early as well, so it would be early, like 9 o'clock or something.
That's fine by me.
All right. So at the end of this road, we will be turning right and make our way as if you're going to work.
It baffles me. I know we're on Nottingham Road now, yeah? No?
Yeah. Well, you will be when you get on there.
Yeah, it just froze my brain that that's where we come out to. Do we stop? We stop here, don't we? This white line.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, this is where there's that protected right turn that I just didn't pay no attention to last time.
Well, I'm glad you've remembered it.
I do, yeah. It burns me.
It burns you.
That I got something silly wrong.
There was I had a girl going for her test, and the lesson before her test, she didn't get into correct position. Oh yeah,
We're going
over here to the right.
Yeah.
You know where you down your road where you turn right over the bridge, with the chapel on the bridge?
Yes, yeah.
There's a bollard there in the middle in there, and I said to the pupil on the lesson before the test, right, take the next road on the right, and she went to go around the right hand side of the
thingy?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Yeah, and and I was like, whoa, it was she was doing a mock test.
Yeah.
Heading back over to her house, and but the thing is that is the only thing that she actually did wrong on the entire test. The rest of it was really the mock test. That was really good. And she did that on the lesson before her, or the second lesson before her actual test. So people do all kinds of stuff. It doesn't mean you've got to do it on the test.
God.
I just taught her husband to drive a few years ago.
So do you know when it doesn't tell you on your little dashboard thing the speed limit? Is that just you assume it's 30?
Yeah.
Thought so.
I mean, it's enough. But you can't rely on that. That's only like an aid.
Yeah.
So we're going to go into the left lane after the bus lane.
That's
it. You shouldn't really. That's it. So mirror signal. Let the guys behind you know. Slow down. Check your shoulder. Are you clear?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. So think about it. When you were driving there, you started edging right over to the other side of the road.
Yeah.
You should always really try to stick to your left position anyway.
Right, okay.
So if your lane does divide into 2 or 3 like it did there, sort of stay in the centre position or the left position.
Yeah. Because you're not going right, are you? You'd only go over there to go right.
Exactly, yeah. Can't cancel that. So as if you're going to work.
Yeah, so we just stay in the lanes right now, that we stay in the same lane, don't we? I don't mind traffic right in roundabouts, it makes it a lot easier.
Yeah, of course.
Stay where you are.
Follow this around, following signs for following signs for the train station.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the one that takes you all the way to work.
Right, yeah, this is the other bit lane change into from the other direction actually. I was on the right speed. I just had to check. I was on 29 when we passed the thingy. That's another thing that stays with me. Tonight when you get to the board or whatever the speed thing is, you have to be at speed or lower.
Or less, yeah.
So do you not have any like pupils that will be like, how can I put it, like wanting a test after you could, like they're all done up to that day?
Not at the moment.
So we not take no one new?
No, I mean, I can still teach people to drive, it's just that they'd have to make alternative arrangements, find another instructor.
That's true.
Because my manual car, I've got rid of that, that's going, it's actually going on Wednesday, to be fair. So I started telling people that were in the manual car months ago that I was going to be...
Because I can think of nothing worse than having to find a new driving instructor now.
Well,
because I just think you're nice, Bob. I said it to, who did I say it to at work the day? It's just really calm. And I think that works for me.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, I suppose if you're brand new and you're learning with someone, you kind of know not to look for someone else as well, I suppose.
Yeah.
But for me now, I just hate it. That's why you can't technically go to a pass driving test. You're not allowed.
I mean, you know, instructors do stop working suddenly, you know, sometimes it's down to health reasons or circumstances change your family or whatever, you know, and I've had, sometimes we say, I'm sure they just say to the pupils to, you know, I don't want to teach them, I'm not an instructor anymore or whatever, okay. But, you know, you just find an instructor.
Yeah, I know, but I think like...
You can still learn from it, you know, so I can still teach somebody well enough so that when they do go to a new instructor, they've already got all the tools in the toolbox type of thing.
Yeah. I suppose, yeah, that is a good point actually. Say if I did have to go to another instructor, at least I know what I'm doing.
You won't. You'll
no,
be
I'm
right.
not, yeah. I think no matter what, I'll be passed before September. No matter what.
Possibly
That bus is just...
yeah, well, we're not going anywhere.
No.
So it's okay. I get it. He's allowed.
Do we just let him do his thing?
Well, you can start moving as well if you want. That's a bit gently. So we're not letting the second one out, just the first one. You know, we're nice, but just not that nice. Busy around here.
I know. Don't like it. All the parked vehicles for me. There's a fire in town as well the other day.
Was there?
Yeah, I went to get a collection from the post office. I ordered Noah some trainers, and I got from Babington Lane. I want to say it was the Hippodrome again.
Again?
Yeah.
Turning left.
So
I heard about that. I mean, the Hippodrome. Yeah.
Yeah, so apparently, you can go at it, yeah. The Hippodrome, again, third time in 32 days.
Yeah.
My neighbour said it's deliberate.
Yeah, well, if you... I'll just go around and just checking the resolution.
Yeah.
You see, the thing is, that Hippodrome was bought by some London investor.
Right.
And there was something dodgy happened with him years ago. And there was a fire, and the police said it was deliberate, and he was very suspected of doing it himself or organising it himself.
Right.
Couldn't prove it, but...
There were 6 fire engines there on Friday.
It could be that, it could be back at it, trying to get it put down. So, because it's a listed building.
I was going to say it's protected, isn't it? I thought so. That's why it's still there.
Well, I remember going there when it was a cinema years ago. That it was a cinema, and I also remember going there. Then it was a bingo hall.
I remember it being the size for a bingo.
Yeah, and I went in there to play bingo in there back in the day as well. Careful, you're not speeding, it's careful.
I think it's just when we come down the hill. But yeah, so that was caught. And I mean, like, I come out the post office, you could just see smoke billowing everywhere.
That was the other day, was it?
Friday. That's Friday.
Friday.
Yeah. Friday just gone, sorry. So yeah, where are we now? Monday.
Because I don't know when it was. It might have just been like, I thought maybe yesterday or the day before. Me and my missus coming home. It could be Friday, I suppose. And said that looked like a load of smoke. But it kind of looked like it was up around our area.
Well, it was like, it looked, obviously, I was at the post office on Babington Lane, and at first I was like, oh my god, the flats on Gower Street, that did up, like, Babington House, like, basically. I thought it was there, but it turned out it was the thingy.
To the line.
I've had a busy weekend now. I've done nothing but visit family, which is lovely. I'm not saying it's like a bad thing. It cost me a fortune in taxes, and I'm knackered. But Noah slept till 7:10 because I think he was knackered. Or like, 'cause he walks now, so I walk him as much as I walk him. Like, it's not dark.
So that's it. Going to be turning right at the roundabout. So just take our wheels out of the rough area. There you go. So turn right, third exit, please. Well, yeah, no, you should do.
Because he still walks like a penguin. So I want to get him used to it, if that makes sense.
Go forward just a bit more.
About here?
About there, yeah. So it's just less distance to travel.
I reckon, no.
Well, I would have done.
Would you?
I'd have been long gone, yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Should I go now? No, wait.
But I would have gone then.
I should have gone.
Feet up. Okay?
Yeah.
Have confidence.
That's my thing, yeah. It was, I lost it at the thingy. When I was gonna, and then I thought, no.
This is our exit. The trouble is, you see, once you've missed one and then you miss another one, it kind of knocks you down a little bit, and then you start, oh, I should have gone, then you start thinking, well, I should have gone.
I lost my train of thought thinking, well, what direction am I looking for?
Yeah. Okay, no worries.
But then we got there. And that wasn't so bad considering you normally have to wait a while on this roundabout. But yeah, so I'm, other than this today, I was having a lazy day today. Jasmine popped round at, well, she's late for everything, Jasmine, so she's meant to be at 9:30, she didn't get there till 10:30. Late for everything. Should I leave this?
Yeah, I would. Yeah, that's fine.
My bank card got closed last week, but some buggers spent money in McDonald's and in a restaurant called the Ivy Collection.
Sorry, somebody's done what?
Someone claimed my bank card and had dinner on me. At 50.
Yeah, that would be
Right,
pretty good
yeah.
if you could get 50 on. That'd be really good. Come a bit more, come on. Push it a bit. Come a bit more. A bit more, come a bit more. Remember a signal. And then just check your shoulder before you cross the line. That's it. Sorry. And cancel signal. It's as easy as that there.
Yeah.
Alright?
Yeah.
Good, well done.
I feel like that was way better than the first time. We did that first. I think I was nervous the first time.
I remember.
Yeah. But once you're on here, it doesn't feel. It's like an open space. It's quite nice.
Yeah, I think driving on motorways like this actually probably one of the safest environments.
Yeah. It's very open.
Yeah, it's open. Everybody's going at similar speeds, and you haven't got stuff from the sides, basically.
Yeah.
Off at the next exit.
So we wait though, don't we, till the
exactly, you wait till
marker.
300 metre marker.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Okay, so signal anytime you want. You're going to maintain your speed until you fully left the carriageway. And actually, this little bit of road here is a linking road. So this is actually the slip road for the next carriageway. Okay. Might as well just, if you can, just maintain your speed. You're good, you can do it.
No, it's around the corner.
Yeah, but it's a bend. Cancel signal. That's it, just follow it on, right? You can go off the gas a bit if you want. No, it's not Formula 1 or anything, is it?
That's true. No, it's like you say, it's a bend, not a corner. I see the difference.
Okay. And then we've got a join on procedure here, so if you want to think about your join on procedure. Speeds are pretty good. So, yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's absolutely fine.
That was fine.
Okay, so see the sign for roundabout. We're going to continue to go straight on, following signs for Derby A6.
Second.
Exactly, yeah. Okay, so you can see these markers. This is not for you, this is for an exit.
All right, we're going on.
Our markers are on the right hand side. This is 300, which is turned around the wrong way.
So when do we slow down?
Straight on second exit. So just slow it down. So there's your roundabout. You see your chevrons, black and white arrows.
And there's my speed sign.
Yeah. And
so second exit.
Straight on second exit. Just slow it down. Make sure you check properly. Watch out for cars coming round because it's a big old roundabout. Are you clear to go?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go. So make sure you stick to your left. Thank you. It's 2 lanes.
Is this first exit?
Yeah, exactly.
Right. First one, yeah?
We're going second exit.
Second. So here.
There you go.
There we go.
Just deal with your bends. Lovely. There you go.
Yeah. And now we go fast again, yeah? Well, fast-ish.
Yeah. Took the words out of my mouth.
Yeah, not fast.
Quick. It's not like that. Quick, fast.
Cool.
Alright?
Yeah.
So while we're here, we'll take an opportunity to have a look at the test centre roundabout, because this is quite close to the test centre. Just one of the directions. This is off the bypass, Alveston bypass, which is where you are now. So we'll have a look at that.
So do we end up on Rainsway to carry on this then?
Yeah. This effectively is Rainsway.
Yeah.
It joins on to the same road.
It's like I kind of remember the old Rainsway, if that makes sense. All them extra bits to it.
I remember the old Rainsway.
Yeah.
So we are going to be taking the next road on the next exit on the left, following that's a goods vehicle testing station.
So that's where we're going?
Yep.
Where's
because that's where the test centre is. So if you just ease off the gas, you've got to change your speed there, so taking roads as you're slowing down, and what you're going to find here is a marker.
Right, you've got one more marker to
go. So signal, that's it. So the speed's good, you've got your signal on, everything's good.
Where's the left? Here.
Right there, you see the slip road?
Yeah.
That's it, so you're going to slip off. Okay, now then, to slow it down. And you remember, you follow the signs for goods vehicle testing station. Look at the roundabout.
Second.
Yeah, second exit. Can see signals. So it's straight on, yeah?
Yeah.
Look at the next set of signs for straight on. Slow down a bit. Slow it on down.
So is that a route that they could bring for me to get back?
This is one of the three
so
ways
goods
back.
testing station.
Yep.
Right.
So, on the roundabout, we're going straight on, and it's going to be the left of the lanes over there.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
The middle lane of the right-hand lane go up Rains Way. So only that left lane goes to the test centre.
Okay. I quite enjoyed that, Rob.
Yeah, good.
On the dual carriageway.
Mm-hmm.
A lot less. I wasn't nervous the first time. I think I was like more stiff, but it wasn't that time.
So just take your time here. That's it. It's direct into, and it even says test station down the road. See that?
Yeah.
There you go.
And we're going over there.
Yeah, we are. Yeah. And after we've exited, I'm going to ask you to do a U-turn, which is turn the car like that.
Yeah. From
this direction to this direction, around the bollards. I'll tell you what to do. There we go. Green light. Let's go. Nice and gentle. There's no rush on this one. Okay. Okay. So we are going to do a U-turn.
Here.
Yes. Just there. Slow down. Give a right signal. Check your slow down. Watch out for this.
Yeah.
Whatever that is.
U-turn.
Okay. Check your shoulder. Are you clear?
Yeah.
And round you go. And then we're turning left at this roundabout here. First exit.
So that's the test centre.
Further down that road it is, yeah.
So I'll be coming out here?
Yes, guaranteed, 100%. You'll either be turning left or you'll be turning right, in which case you'll be going over there.
Over and into that way?
Yeah, but worry about that another time. Okay. You need to go to the lines because you're well short of it. Okay?
Right now, yeah.
Yeah, let's go then. Left lane. Yeah, when we do that Sunday morning lesson, we'll really get into all this in big style, yeah? Yeah. So we'll be doing it in between then as well. Yeah, you see that they're going to the test centre over there.
How nerve-wracking.
Oh, for them?
Yeah.
Right, so we've got to join on position, please. That's it. Yep. Perfect. We're just going to stay in this lane, okay? Okay. Yeah, this is the old Rains Way, isn't it? Yeah,
this is what I know as Rains Way. Like just one kind of, not one road, but do you know what I mean? Like one route. Yeah. It's all changed.
Oh my God, it's all changed. I mean, I've been here over 40 years. And the whole town has changed.
I don't like Derby.
Down here loads of times.
If I had the opportunity, I wouldn't live in Derby.
I mean,
I like Derbyshire.
Yeah. Yeah, oh yeah.
Can't afford to live in Derbyshire.
Derby's very facilitary, it's really handy.
Yeah.
It's for the middle of the country, you've got everywhere, it's easy to get to from here. It's got a lot going for it. It's a nice town actually, it's a nice sized town.
Yeah. I think, do you know what I think my problem is? Because I live so close to town, and like, because my work's the other side, like if I need something I pop to town, and I spend so much time in town, I just don't like it anymore. Yeah. I think the city centre has become a bit of a run-down place, which that's what's upset me. Like where I live is lovely.
Okay. So we're going to be turning left onto the A52 signal. Position over.
Yeah.
That's it. He was right at our rear end, that one.
Not going too slow, was I?
No, not really. So, on we go then.
Do we join on the A52 now? Is this the A52?
It is, however, we're going on to Pride Park.
Right, okay. And honestly, it's getting, because obviously I know the A52 like the back home, but coming from this direction throws me.
Gives it a different perspective.
Yeah, definitely. I'm doing 46. I would be okay doing that at 50, aren't I? Yeah.
Perfect.
It feels quite comfortable.
If you used to take 10% off of the 50, that would be 45. So you're doing just slightly over the ideal, but it's still good. This on test route as well. This way, just take your time. Yeah. So at the roundabout, this is the instruction as well, you go straight on, follow the road ahead. So if you just take your time along here, Bernie, and just have a look at it. So you can see that left lane is left only,
Yeah,
so you're
you're
going straight on, so slow it on down, give yourself more thinking time. Yeah. That's it. And if from here, if you just let your eyes roll forward, you can actually see your lane. You can see the flow of it and everything, yeah? Makes sense?
The left or going to the middle?
Well, it's going to be the middle because the left lane's for this one, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's the left lane.
No, I'm thinking up there.
Yeah,
get up to the traffic
exactly.
light.
You will be in the left,
Yeah, get you there. So let's go here.
That's why I said let your eyes follow it around and you can see the pathway.
Yeah, I get you.
Hopefully.
I understand what you're saying.
It's the best way to sort of see it, because otherwise if you just look at it, it's like, whoa.
And like you say, because from here I'd go like the middle, but you're going left because we're in the middle here. I know what I mean. That makes sense.
No, I know what you mean.
Do you? Yeah.
I call it pupil speak. It's like a lounge that you guys...
You must be fluent.
Yeah, it's a lounge that you guys speak.
Yeah.
Strange enough, I understand it. So I get people saying all kinds of things, and somehow it actually still makes sense.
Yeah,
so.
I know what I meant. Like we're here. Yeah.
That's the one. Yeah. Right. Yeah, that's perfect. That is absolutely bang on. That one. Yeah. Nice.
And like I do get what you say, and then you get what I say, which is brilliant. Brilliant.
All right then. So the next roundabout, we're going to go straight on second exit.
Yeah.
Check-in, very clear.
Yeah.
Just a minute. That's it. Right there. Lovely. And we are going to be turning left first exit at this next roundabout, please.
Pride Park is full of roundabouts, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Not just me, is it?
No, there's quite a few. Positioning and check-in, are we clear?
Yeah.
I remember when this was all fields. I used to walk down by the river path.
Really?
Years ago, back in the day, and this was all fields. But once, you know where this stadium is here? Do you know what I saw on that very site? Something so unusual. I've never seen it since. You see magpies, yeah? Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
There must have been 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 of them.
What?
There were a flock of magpies. I've never seen one before. And they were right there. And I thought, well, I don't even know what that means for them. And then they built the stadium on the same site. And it was in that field. I remember straight on second exit. I remember that field specifically.
That's mad.
Go to your giveaways. I have to come here tomorrow. So the car's going in for its service.
Should we go?
No. Not now. If you'd have gone instead of saying, shall we go? Yeah. You could go forward about another 2 meters or so.
Yeah.
A bit more.
Yeah. We
How
can
about
go.
now? Yeah. So left lane. Just take your time. That's it. Go rush. There you go. Lovely. Yeah, that's the Toyota dealership there. So I should be there for service. Cars running lovely, touch wood. So at the next roundabout, we're going to be turning right. So as this divides two lanes, which
get in the right.
Exactly. Well done. Now, I've got a couple of new tyres put on the back actually as well. Just had them replaced recently.
Nice car.
Yeah, but I've got some really nice tyres, so nice and quiet. The noise that you can hear, that road noise, is coming from the two front ones. That I would have changed them, but I've got too much life left in them.
Yeah. Don't need to. If you don't need to, why bother?
Well, because I've had enough of budget tyres. I've got some nice ones, Michelin's on the back. They're really good.
So what's the budget tyre?
Cheaper.
Alright. Is it not second-hand tyre?
No.
You're supposed to quite have second-hand tyres.
I don't do second-hand tyres. Turning right. So your budget tyres will be like 45 quid each.
Oh, okay.
Your ones that I've got on the back are like 3 times that. But they're much nicer, you know.
Yeah. And do they last any longer?
Yes, they do.
Sorry, we're going...
Right third exit. told. Do you give ways?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah. No, yes.
Well, look,
Shit,
stop.
no. Because that van, I was worried where the van was going.
Just keep it one way or the other.
Yeah.
It's looking nowhere. So what do you think?
No.
Yeah, that's it. No rush. Into your right hand position because you're turning right.
Yeah.
30,
Yeah,
one,
so on to
two.
this next one.
Exactly. 3. Okay?
Yeah.
That's it, finished.
Okay.
No drama. Okay.
I caused my own drama, Rob, honestly.
Yeah, so the ones that I got on the back were, I tried to get AAA rated ones,
Yeah.
the best I could get, but these are BAA. So B is for the fuel efficiency, and B is pretty good.
Yeah.
The A is for the noise, so these are the quietest ones that you can get. And the other A is this third A is for noise. The second A is for braking.
God, I didn't even know there was these many.
Yeah, you get ratings on tyres, whereas the ones on the front will be C's or D's.
Yeah.
So they're a bit more noisy, not fuel efficient.
Yeah. This is what worries me. They kind of know nothing about cars.
Well, you can always ring me and ask me. You know, if you.
Now, I didn't know that, what you just said about braking, energy, all that had
different tyres have different characteristics. Idiot.
There's no need, was there, for that?
Absolutely no.
I wasn't even going really slow, I only slowed down to this.
You can't go any faster anyway.
No, look.
Yeah, so most things have got ratings on them, so.
Maybe that person was like an idiot in that car, now.
So I got mine from Halfords. I got them to do the mobile, so they came to my house to do it.
Really?
Booked in, yeah.
That's good that they do that. Do you pay extra for that?
Yeah, it's £6 extra, £6 for the film.
Oh, that's nothing, is it?
No.
Nothing at all.
That was like, £6 or £8 on top of the whole price, so. This is crazy, we can't just wait here, can we?
It's this school, isn't it, I think?
Yeah, it's just good. Can we go as well? Yeah? Check your mirror?
Yeah.
Don't rush.
I won't.
Never know.
Past. Oh yeah, coming out here. Good point.
Yeah.
It's at school, isn't it?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was a school till since I was learning how to drive.
It don't look like a school,
no. It's not a good area to put a school, is it? Like, or not? It's not the area. It's the driving. It's on the main road.
Yeah. So what I did is I booked mine on the Halfords website, and on there you can choose your tyres. You put your car make in there.
Yeah.
And then you see everything that they do for your car and your tyres, and then you've got the range, and it's got ratings on there, like like I said, mine are BAA.
That's good.
And little icon on there, just click on it and read it and understand it and learn it, you know. So you do pay a little bit more, but they do last longer. You get better fuel efficiency out of them. And they're just nicer to drive, and they've got better grip.
I was going to say, if they last longer, you may as well invest in them, hadn't they? And
they probably work out about the same cost. So we're going to be turning right at the next set of lights. Yellow box junction, so you're going to take yourself up to the middle. In fact, you've got a dedicated arrow, so you are prioritised now.
But you could have waited in there, couldn't you?
If you're turning right, you can wait in the middle until it's clear.
That's how you're not blocking up traffic from the back.
Basically, and then, like I said, they come out, and the guy did the whole job in about 10 minutes. He was done, and nice guy, so I gave him a £5 as well.
Yeah, you got to, hadn't you?
Yeah.
I do stuff like that.
He was like, "Are you sure?" I said, "Yeah." Because you know they're paying a minimum wage that they can get away with anyway. And I was like, yeah, definitely. So, straight on.
I was always at the lights as a kid, because they changed so quick. When I stand there and press them, they go more or less straight away. Not today, obviously, when they're doing it, but...
It's like at the car wash, you know, if it's like £8 or whatever, I always give them a tenner and tell them to keep the change. Because they do remember you.
Yeah. And you want them to do a good job anyway, don't you? Doing stuff like that.
Well, yeah. And they remember you next time, and they, this is the guy who gives us the tip. They're going to do an extra job for you, you know?
Yeah, definitely. And sometimes I just think it, like you said, they're only earning minimum wage, and they're doing a good, a hard job, like a tiring job.
Yeah.
It's nice to be nice, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't do it. Working in a car wash. Maybe when I was younger I might have done.
I couldn't.
You know what? Especially in the winter.
Yeah, there's one near Noah's Nursery.
Wet and cold.
Yeah, and it's called the best. I think they're all called the best car wash, aren't they?
Yeah.
And but they do that with the hand chamois levers and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Couldn't do it.
Just follow it on round. So this is where I'm going to give you a challenge, which is going to be 2 lanes over. So we've done it before.
Yeah.
So if we start to put the signal on early, I say don't rush it, because you need to assess that. So first lane if you can.
Yeah.
Slow it down. Slow down. Second lane again. Slow down. You haven't slowed down. That's it. You understand?
Yeah.
Because you've got to understand that you're running out of time and space.
No. Yeah. But it's scary, though, when people are behind you. Yeah, I get what you mean.
Yeah, you understand that.
But when you do 1 lane at a time.
Yeah.
Right, that's why you've got to go slow. Yeah, that's why I've got to go slow.
1 lane and then check again for the next lane. I know you could, in theory, you know, when you're more experienced, you can look and see that massive gap, and you can do the 2 lanes together.
We don't do that though, yeah, bro.
Not at the moment, because we're still learning, we're still building confidence.
Yeah. Like you say, you have to go slow down because you've got 2 things to get in that gap.
Yeah.
That's obviously I'm trying to think of. Yeah.
Plus, you see, if you hadn't slowed down, you would have been at the side of him, and there's no way you can get over again. Then you trapped over there, and at some point you've got to get over, so you'd have been doing a lane change over there, which is a lot harder.
Yeah.
Because you've got bends and people are speeding up and such.
I feel better, even though we don't do them often. Do like looking over your shoulder and things like that feels a lot more natural.
You've got a lot better at it. Yeah. A lot better.
I don't feel like you have to do your whole body twist. You just look. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean,
like here,
you just bring this shoulder forward a little bit like that, and you know, as long as you bring this shoulder forward, even just sort of like to here, then that's it.
Like when we're on the dual carriageway, that's what I'm doing. It feels okay. I don't feel like my eyes off the road for. Do you know what I mean?
No, not off the road for too long.
Yeah. What that man sells in that caravan over there, you know?
I don't know what it's about.
No idea how he even got all that stuff on there.
That just reminds me of that woman who put her caravan on top of the old...
We was on about that the other day at work, the old bus station.
Yeah. I like the old bus station, Art Deco one.
I loved the old bus station.
Yeah.
I loved it.
It's like traditional. They all used to be like that, bus stations back in the day.
Yeah. That's what we were saying, that we loved the old city centre when it was the Eagle Centre, not the Westfield. That's what the conversation was about. I was on about the lady with the caravan.
But how did you get it on top of the bus station?
That's exactly what we were saying. Someone was actually a cherry picker.
Yeah, she was. And she was up there. Do you remember? Right, so 1 lane to the left. Okay. Yeah. All right. There you go. Do you remember the tree people that was down at Bass's Wreck?
Yeah.
And I remember them walking past and thinking, blooming heck, Swampy will be around somewhere. Remember Swampy?
No.
He's one of the tunnel diggers. But they won it, but not because of Bass's Wreck. They were trying to say Bass's Wreck is an ancient land, and it's a community land. But they didn't win it because of that. They actually won it because somebody found the brook. You know the brook? Yes, that runs down the side, and they found that on an old map. Right. It was mentioned, and it was shown on an old map from 1487 or whatever. It's one of these really old, hundreds of years ago. And they were able to say, look, this is an ancient brook, an ancient stream. It needs protecting, and that's what they got. The protection is on that. Wow. Rather than the actual Bass's Wreck, but because Bass's Wreck is an integral part of the stream as well. And that's how they kept it. Gosh. Yeah, I remember that. Do you know what? Speaking of that, remember that obviously Chester Green's got its own ruins in history. Oh, yeah. Noah's Nursery are being extended, done or whatever. But they have to wait for an archaeologist to go in and make sure they're allowed in case they find whatever. Well, I showed you where I lived down there. And that is a slab of concrete that those houses are built on. Yeah. Because under that slab of concrete are old Roman ruins. Yeah. And they've already excavated them. And then they wanted to obviously use the land, so they put the slab on top of them, And in a couple of 100 years, they can take it off and re-excavate them.
So they sent out that updates and stuff saying they've got archaeologist there, and the nursery owners are hoping they don't find anything. The kids are dead excited about it, hoping they do find something.
So he's going to be turning left here, yeah. Bless them. Yeah, no, I really feel for. I mean, if you're a developer of land or whatever, and they find anything that you could be held up for years, you might.
That's what they're hoping that is not the case for them being it, because it's obviously where it is.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh my God, that's so like odd there.
Old Deventure.
Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, this chapel here, this is one of only 2 chapels on the bridges left in the country, you know. And
I think it looks dead cute, you know.
Yeah. Well, it used to be the Padley Day Centre, you know.
Did it?
Yeah, years ago. I used to go in there. I used to work at Padley.
Okay.
I used to work for them.
Do they still have a Padley Centre now?
No, I don't think so. Not anymore. They've got a charity shop.
Yeah.
So it's turning right. But do you know what it's named after, the Padley?
No.
It's named after the Padley martyrs. And there was, back in the old days when they used to hang witches and stuff. Yeah. And there was, the martyrs were, I'm not going to go into details because I'll probably get it wrong. You know where you're going. But yeah, they were persecuted and they were got on martyred. So basically, as witches or whatever, I don't know. So they're known as the Padley martyrs. And up in Derbyshire, there's a Padley Gorge. Which
you
is
go
nice.
walking.
Yes,
yeah.
We went up there.
Quite nice, but I've not been, but I've seen pictures.
No, it is nice actually. Padley Gorge is nice. It's a bit like the poor cousin of Dovedale, but it's nice in its own way. Yeah.
Like my next door neighbour, she loves history. She knows all sorts. She's like, this used to be Danelaw, you know, Danelaw in Chester Green. I was like, I love that you know that and you love it, but for me, bloody know that.
I'm telling you. So you drop your guard even for a moment.
It's just like people are not careful.
No. Well, he'd care if he got his door locked off.
I know, but then I'd feel like it was my fault. Well, it probably would have been, but.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Which is why you should always leave the door length, which you were doing, by the way.
Yeah. But I feel like I moved a little bit, but there was a gap where
If you had been next to him when he opened it, you would have still missed it.
Yeah.
However, I would have probably been stopping and saying something about it.
People amaze me that they're just so careless.
Well, they're all indestructible, aren't they?
Exactly.
Don't worry if you get your arm bashed and you've got a spare one on.
Madness.
Right.
And we're back.
And we are.
Well, I really enjoyed that, Rob.
Do you think you've learned something?
I feel like I wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be for not having a driving lesson for 2 weeks. It was nowhere near.
3 weeks.
3 weeks?
Well, you missed 2, so it's still been 3 weeks.
Yeah, sorry, Yeah, so I feel like it wasn't nowhere near as bad. Not bad. Like, I thought I'd forget to like check mirrors or indicate, that kind of stuff. But I didn't.
No, it's good. It's a good, solid lesson. Good drive. Managed to get the so the roundabout by the test centre where you came from. That was the bypass. Yeah. And that's pretty straightforward. Yeah. And the other one is coming down off the bridge after you've come from Rains, where you're round by the Blue Jay and McDonald's.
That area definitely feels like that we're getting to know it a bit better.
We will, and we're gonna be revisiting that on every lesson now, because we've got 1.5 hours from there.
Yeah, because you've got to, that's our route. We're going to be coming out that way.
And then on that Sunday morning, we will do that to death, and you will 100%. We'll do that to death. We'll do the Blue Peter roundabouts as well, and the Spider Bridge. Perfect. And then roundabouts. We'll literally get into that area, and we'll be
just going roundabout
every way that we can do it for a good solid hour, and you will be. You might be dizzy by the end, but at least you'll know exactly.
Like I say, whatever. Am I not listening?
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Get a bus through there. So one would say.
Get a train through there.
But no, I did. I enjoyed it. I thought like today went really well.
He is overplaying it, isn't he? I mean, seriously.
I mean, it's a tiny car as well, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not like he's driving a Hummer.
Exactly, it's a tiny car.
Okay, right. That's us done. So your video will be